Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. The United Nations is warning the world that an increase in extreme weather events has been proven to occur over the last 10 years. The report, titled A Decade of Climate Extremes, is available as a PDF and details 10 years of extreme weather in magnitudes that have not been seen by science in over 150 years. As watchers, we have long observed an increase in weather extremes with varying explanations, all ending with the undeniability that our Earth is changing, and to endure those changes, we need to understand them and be prepared. Studies show that the reproduction value of the MERS coronavirus has yet to meet a level to be classified as a pandemic. The research gives scientists hope that they can get ahead of a disease that has caused death in over 55% of those it infects, and do so before 6 million pilgrims descend on Saudi Arabia in the coming months. A subglacial lake found underneath Antarctica's ice cap is flooded, releasing over 6 billion tons of water into the ocean over a 2-year period. Using a combination of data gathered from the US IceSat and European Cryostat missions, scientists found that the ice sheet on top of the Cook subglacial lake has sank over 70 feet, forming a deep crater as water flowed into the ocean. Researchers are combing the data, attempting to gauge future flooding and how the Antarctic will react to a continued change in global climate. News that some might see as fundamental indoctrination coursed out through multiple Boston news agencies Thursday, boasting how excited holiday participants were at the increase of police and government security officials positioned at recent public events. The news went on to say that citizens were very impressed and appreciative that police combed through each piece of property and checked every person, but failed to mention on the American Day of Independence that the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution protects citizens from unwarranted searches. A slow-moving CME is expected to glance by Earth today, bringing minor geomagnetic storming, while we keep an eye on sunspot 1785 for solar flares within the next 24 hours. The Egyptian military is preparing for violence as the Muslim Brotherhood and proponents of the recently relieved President Mohamed Morsi call for protests in the coming days. And to wrap things up, police clash with civil servants and students in Peru. Icelandic lawmakers discuss granting Edward Snowden asylum as well as citizenship. A second 6.1 struck the Indonesian section of the Ring of Fire this week, and multiple U.S. airlines canceled flights to and from Mexico as residents report ash falling from Mexico's Popocatépetl volcano. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by SHTFplan.com, where even the officials go for news, and SQmetals.com for all your precious metal needs.